guys, thanks for coming back. This is US Agent 27 from the MUCollectorClub.com forums. I'm back today with another haul video. I haven't posted one in a couple of days. I want to show you guys some of the stuff I've been getting in. Almost all of it, well actually, excuse me, all of it is DC stuff. But don't let that sway you. Some of the stuff is really cool. And then I have a couple of announcements towards the end of the video. Alright, so the first thing that I picked up, this actually I found in the same Kmart I found the Red Robin from the last time. It's that new 52 Batman. And although I'm not a big fan of the new costume, I'm a more traditional Batman fan. I gotta give him props. This figure is awesome. The gray that they use with like a hint of blue in it, it really does pop. The only thing I really kind of wish they had done is give him longer ears. The face sculpt is really nice. The belt is okay. I mean, those pouches are a little small. He didn't come with any accessories, so I took one of the extra batarangs I got from the Young Justice Robin and I gave it to Batman. And it works pretty well. Figure stands pretty well. Nice cape detail. I mean, overall, it's a really nice figure. If you guys want to see a review of this figure or any of the figures that I ever pick up, definitely let me know in the comments. I appreciate that. So I got him for retail, so he was like 16 bucks and change. I really like how on the new Batman they have the emblem that's kind of raised. It's not painted on. This is all sculpted on. It looks really nice in person, and it's got like a shiny finish to it. So when you're taking photos, for example, it gets a really nice picture quality to it. Alright, so that was one of the things I picked up. Again, that was local retail. Next couple of things are from eBay. First thing I got was the DC Superheroes. Oh, my camera's not focusing. There it goes. The DC Superheroes steel figure. Now, when the whole Death of Superman thing happened, I was heavily into comic books. You know, I had all those. I collected DC, I collected Marvel, I collected pretty much anything that was underneath the sun. Valiant, you know, whatever was out there, I was collecting it. And I had seen, I think the Dub actually got this figure from Big Hank on our forums, and he posted a couple pictures of it. And ever since then, I had to have it. It was one of those figures, it's such a nice sculpt, it's so unique that you really do need to see it in person to appreciate it. There are two versions of the figure, and I think actually there are three. There is a version where the S here is not shiny, it's kind of like a matte finish. I went and got the shiny version, and you can see the lights catching it right there. It looks really impressive. I mean, at nighttime when I have just a couple of lights on and he's on the shelf, you can definitely make out that he's got a Superman symbol on him. His sculpt is really nice. I like the hammer he comes with. He's got these tubes on his legs that don't hinder his articulation, so they did pretty well there. Overall, really great figure. Very pricey figure. He was not cheap. I got him loose, and I think I got a pretty good deal. I think I paid like 30 bucks for him, which is a little higher than I probably should have, but you know, I was tired of waiting for him, and I really wanted him, so I did it. So overall, great figure. Steel. If you don't have him, I would definitely suggest looking into him. I mean, look at the emblem. I mean, that is awesome. You know, little things like that, you know, as a collector, I really enjoy. So that was Steel. Alright, I lied. That was it from Amazon, or it from eBay. Next couple of things were from Amazon. And the first figure up is Shark from the Kilowog wave. And most of you guys are probably like, well, you know, Agent, why did you pick him up? He's kind of a sucky character and, you know, a boring figure. I picked him up for the Kilowog Build-A-Figure piece. Really, honestly, I am building a Kilowog. I actually have all the figures already ordered. I'm missing two that are on their way to me, so I should have Kilowog built by next week, which I'm very stoked about, because he's such a huge Build-A-Figure or collect and connect figure. I'm a Marvel Legends guy, so I say Build-A-Figure. And he's awesome. He's going to look great with the rest of my Green Lanterns that I've got. So I got the Shark. I grabbed the Deadman. And the Deadman version I got was the regular version. On Amazon's website, they had a picture of the variant, and I kind of thought that's what I was getting. and I was kind of, I wasn't really looking forward to it. I was going to trade it off, but I actually really like this Deadman. I'm not really sure. I think I might actually keep him and throw him in with, you know, my Batman ally display or something. Very cool figure. I like how he's got his hands kind of out like he's like a zombie coming to get you. Very lanky figure. So Deadman, for now, I'm going to keep him. If anyone is really super interested in Deadman, by all means, hit me up. You know, I'll definitely be open to a trade or something like that. But for the meantime, I'll keep him. And then the last figure I was really, really stoked to get. I used to watch, well, I still watch the Young Justice, or not Young Justice, but the Justice League Unlimited cartoon. And we have The Question. I had heard of The Question before that cartoon came out, but after the cartoon I became a really, really big Question fan. I thought he was cool. I thought his backstory was interesting. I really dug like how they were trying to hook him up with Huntress. I thought that was a really neat idea. So I grabbed him, and again, he was like, all these figures were fairly cheap. He was like $12.50 on Amazon. The other two I think were maybe $18 on Amazon, which is, I know, a little higher, but I didn't have to pay for shipping. It was free, so it evens itself out. For 3 figures, I got them all 3 for about $50. So anyway, The Question is a very cool figure. His articulation is kind of limited by his feet. This piece right here is actually attached to his jacket. I wish they kind of hadn't done that. But he's got, you know, really cool arms. You know, he's missing some accessories. He needs like a notebook or like a book or a flashlight, something, you know, where he's doing all his investigation would have been cool. So I'm going to have to look around my bins and see what I've got to give him. Because I do like the figure. I mean, the figure is definitely cool. He's definitely going to be posed with my other Justice League figures. I don't know if he was part of the Justice League in the comics, but as far as my mind is concerned, he was part of the Justice League from the cartoon, so why not? But very cool figure. Definitely glad I got him. The Question. I mean, just the face sculpt real quick, just to kind of give you guys an idea. Let the camera focus. Come on, focus. There it goes. That's awesome. I mean, yeah, there's nothing there, but I mean, you can kind of make it out. That's really cool. So The Question, definitely a good pickup. And with all of those figures, just to kind of give you an update of where I am at with my Kilowog Build-A-Figure pieces. If you guys watch my other videos, you know that I did buy John Stewart from that wave on card. So I have the left arm of Kilowog. You saw I got Deadman, so you know I got the right arm of Kilowog with this ginormous power ring. And then you saw the other 2 figures I picked up, Shark and Question. So I also have the legs of Kilowog. So this is what I have in. So I'm missing Cyborg Superman, which is going to come with the head and the lower torso, and Catman Tui, which is going to come with the actual torso. Both of those hopefully will be in no later than Tuesday. I think Catman Tui is coming in on Monday, and then Cyborg is supposed to come on Tuesday. We'll see how the mail system is. But then I will have a completed Kilowog Build-A-Figure, which is great, because I am still totally bummed that my Archilo, for example, which is I think the same mold, more or less, I'm missing his leg. And you guys know what leg that is. That's the one that comes with Kyle Rayner. Well, good news is my girlfriend has a late Christmas present for me, ordered him on Friday, so hopefully I will have Kyle Rayner next week as well. He's coming in on package. He was an expensive figure. He was $55, which it sucks. And she was really, really, nice enough to order that for me, and I really, really appreciate that. So thank you, honey, if you're watching this. So I'm stoked to get Kyle Rayner. I'll have a Kyle Rayner Green Lantern, and more importantly, I'll have my last Build-A-Figure piece for Archilo. Okay, so I have a couple more things to show you guys. I know this video is going on kind of a bit. As you guys know from our forums, I always say this: come check us out. We are all about a community, and a lot of people are like, well, what do you mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is, we try to help each other out. In a recent haul, I had gotten a bunch of figures locally. One of the figures I got was an old Batman figure that I had no interest in. But I threw a picture up on our DC section of our website and just say, hey, anyone want this? And another member, Hothgars, who I deal with quite a bit, said, hey, I'm interested. Take a look at my list and see if there's anything you want. So we made a trade. I got a Mazo. He got the Batman figure he wanted. Everyone's happy. Everything's good. And that's what we do all the time. The new Marvel Legends are coming out, and people have already ordered cases, and those cases come with extra figures, so those will get distributed amongst the community. We don't scalp or anything like that, so we try to, if we do pick something up, typically we'll do it at cost, maybe a little bit more to cover like gas and packing materials, but it's not what you're going to pay off of like eBay, for example. So I got a Mazo. Mazo's a really cool figure, very basic figure, so he's going to go in with my villains, my DC villains display, which is getting quite large now. So I got a Mazo. Alright, and the next thing I grabbed, this again was from retail. I grabbed this because I actually just sold a Green Lantern I had, a Hal Jordan Green Lantern. That was one with the gray temples. And I saw this figure and I couldn't resist it. This is the Wave 20 All-Star, he just lost his ring power, All-Star Green Lantern, with the metallic paint and the white eyes. Little story behind this guy. When I first got him, the very first one had a paint mark here where basically some of the green paint was missing. I didn't notice it until after I opened it up and took him out of the package. So I was like, alright, well I could try to paint that and try to match it, but this paint that they used, I didn't really want to mess with it. So I went to another Walmart where I got him, and I grabbed another Green Lantern figure. That Green Lantern had the rest of the paint was fine, but there was a burr, which is like an extra piece of plastic up by his eyepiece. So I did a head swap and I returned the crappy one. Just because, hey, I paid a lot of money for this guy. I mean, $16.99. He should be perfect out of the package. So that one will probably just go back to the manufacturer as a defect. And then I just gave him John Stewart's fist because honestly, I think Hal Jordan is more appropriate for Hal Jordan. John Stewart gets the gun. So that's one thing I picked up. Very cool figure. Really love the paint job on him. I love the fact his head can kind of go up, so you can get him in like almost like a flying pose. He's got a decent ab crunch. Very cool figure. Some guys, they knock the DC articulation. It's actually really not that bad. It's a little different with the thighs here than like your Marvel Legends stuff, but you can still get some decent poses out of it. You just have to work at it. So we'll play him back there. Alright, here's the last thing I picked up. This was on eBay, and I don't have a subscription to the DC Universe stuff. Kind of glad I didn't do it because there weren't a lot of figures I wanted. There was like maybe 3 or 4. And I've got most of the ones I want with the exception of one. And I'll talk about that in a minute. But I grabbed Atrocitus, the Red Lantern leader. And he comes with his lantern. So I grabbed Atrocitus. He was $30 shipped. Which, yes, is high. But considering on the website they were selling for $22 for the subscribers, and I think $25 for the non-subscribers. And then you figure in what they charge for shipping, and they charge like $8 to ship one figure. So I basically got it for what I would have paid for online, so I could kind of justify that in my head. Very cool figure. A couple things I don't like about the figure. This right here is not sculpted, it's just paint. And I've seen customs where people have swapped out the lower legs with other Red Lanterns and it looks better. That's one thing. He should be a little bigger. We'll talk about that in a second when I compare him to Hal Jordan over there. I thought I saw in a review where this head moved. I tried moving mine. Mine does not move. In fact, when I tried moving his head, this piece came off and there was paint chips underneath. So I glued this back on. He's going to stay just like that for now, which is fine. I do like the paint detail on his hands. They painted his little nails black. He's got his red power ring. Pretty articulated. He goes up and down, forward, back. Basic DC articulation. Let's look at the back. Yeah, pretty cool. Alright, so let's talk about scale. So Atrocitus, I've been reading Blackest Night comics, and I read before that Rage of the Red Lanterns. So I am familiar with the character, and my understanding is he's supposed to be bigger than your regular Green Lantern. Not Kilowog size, but just bigger. So if you look at these two guys, back to back, Atrocitus is just a hair bigger. So I really think that they should have made him maybe just a little bit bigger. But overall, I think he's going to look great with the rest of the Red Lanterns that I have. Very cool figure. Very glad I have him. So really, the only other figure I want from this year, anyway, is Poison Ivy. And I'll actually get her probably in the next couple months or so before her price goes up anymore. Because she's at like $40, which sucks. But she's a must-have villain for your Batman display. Alright guys, that's it for my haul video. I do have a couple of announcements regarding MUCollectorClub.com. First and foremost, I want to thank the DMC for posting up a comic book review. He actually did a review of the Amazing Spider-Man storyline, which led up, I think, to number 700, and they're restarting it now. Very informative review. I'm really glad I'm skipping that book from the sounds of it. So he does do spoilers, so if you don't want to know what's going on, don't watch it. But if you do want to know, just watch it. It's good. Another thing, we have another one of our members, Walking Deadpool, who's doing a Dio contest. What a Dio contest is we're going to do, it's going to be a month-long contest where you're going to have to set up displays, kind of like ACBA, articulated comic book art, a little bit in that fashion. And you know, there's going to be prizes for, I think first prize is a Build-A-Figure Sentinel, second prize I think was an Iron Man figure, and a gift card, and I don't remember what the third prize, I think just a gift card. All the details are on our site, www.mucollectorclub.com. Make sure you come check us out. Right now we just hit over 200 members, and we're going strong. This year is looking to be very, very promising for what we have planned. So make sure you guys come check us out. It's well worth it. Alright guys, that's it for me. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Probably a new haul video until I get the rest of Kilowog in, so probably maybe Wednesday. But I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I will talk to you guys later.